All right. Are you ready to win? No, are you really ready to win? All right. It's good to be with you, Alliance family. And I'm Doc Rock, if you didn't know that. But let's give it up for Andy and Jane Albright. Visionaries here. Simply awesome, simply awesome. All those, now let's give it up to all the winners tonight, all those who won tonight. Because I'm a winner. And everything I do, I'm going to try to win in it. And I tell people, you know, if you keep fighting and you don't give up, you're going to win. And that's what I plan on doing. So, what's the food good tonight? Yeah, food pretty good. I ate a little bit. Didn't want to eat a lot because I didn't want to call, you know, one of you, G. Chris Robinson or somebody to the stage to speak because I'm full. But it's an honor to be here tonight. It's an honor to be with the Alliance family as always. And my friend Jeff Bright, probably somewhere in the room, my dynamic duo who I just adore. So just good to be with you. I'm going to talk tonight about the point of potential, but before I do that, you know, if you don't want to grow, if you don't want to go forward, if you don't want to be all that you was created to be, you may want to exit the room in just a few minutes. I'm going to give you a chance to go, and you can leave out and come back in about 30 minutes, but if that's you. But if you want to go somewhere, if you want to grow, if you want to be all that you call to be, then just stay in the room and you'll get there. You know, Marcus Seller was talking to me and asked me about the book. I have a new book called No Bad Days. You want to go to Amazon, you want to go to Barnes & Nobles or wherever and get it because it's going to change your life because I don't have no bad days. Listen, you got too much to do to have a bad day, all right? We'll talk about that a little bit. And every day I talk about how you maximize your day, how you maximize who you are and what you're doing, all right? So Miss Audrey told me to tell everybody hello. But let's talk about it and get into this because I only have about 20-something minutes. And, you know, I could teach and preach and all that kind of stuff for ages. But let's get into it. I want to talk about point of potential. Potential, man, that's a big dude up there. Wow. Potential fulfilled. Because the deal of the matter is there's greatness in everybody in this room. Everybody in this room, you can fulfill what's inside of you. The potential is there. Heard Dr. Miles Monroe said years ago, he was flying in to a country, flying to a city, and he looked down, he found the richest place in the world. He looked and found the richest place in the world. It is not Andy's house, but I do know what the richest place in the world is. The richest place in the world is the cemetery because so many people died with potential. They died with giftings in them. They died with books in them. They died with millionaire status in them. They died with great insurance in them. They died with a lot of paintings in them. Whatever it may be, they died. Here's the deal. I'm going to live full and I'm going to die empty. Anybody gonna die empty in here? I'm gonna die empty. I told Audra if I pass away before she does, you make sure they have a smile on my face because I lived a good life. I left it all on the field. I'm not gonna leave this earth with anything in me. And I wanna encourage you tonight, don't you leave here with anything in you. It's too much out there. Now, what is the point of potential? It's critical timing in life where you take advantage and make good on the opportunities that are in front of you. You make good on that. And I'm telling you, though, any new people in the house, this is your first conference, your first NatCon. Yeah. Give it up for them. Give it up for the new people. You got potential. You got potential and you can do great things. Now, if anybody tell you it's going to be easy, they lied to you. It's not easy, but it's possible. Don't ask for a lighter load, ask for a stronger back. Because those who came on the stage today, those who receive awards today, those who are going to get rings later, the deal is, okay, they start to work. They took the potential that's inside of them. What is potential? It is untapped ability. It is untapped ability. It is reserved resources. That's what potential is. Being all you can be, but you haven't did it yet. That's what potential is. I came up with a formula for potential because I'm an engineer, and I like formulas. And the formula for potential is S plus WE times W equals potential. And the S stands for start, the WE stands for work ethic, and the other W stands for your why. Your why. So S plus WE plus W equals point of potential. Start plus work ethic times your why. Listen, nothing is going to be fulfilled in you if you don't get to work. Tell your neighbor, get to work. I know you're drinking a little bit right now, but get to work. You got to get to work, because when you do that, what's inside of you have the ability, have the access to come out of you for you can be to be all you can be. Now here's the deal. I'm gonna say a few things about myself. I'm not bragging on me, okay, because I'm just, a little project boy that somebody gave an opportunity that I made good on. All right, so it's not me, and I serve a big God. I serve a big old God, that allowed me to do what I do. But you're looking at a person who's born to a 15-year-old, okay, eating government cheese, and y'all know that. Now, I ain't knocking that cheese. Don't knock the cheese. I can afford Velveeta and all that now, but that cheese was really good. Macaroni cheese, grilled cheese was really good, okay? But that's where I came from. And I went around the world, spoken in 31 different countries, sat with presidents and kings, even the president of the United States. Yeah, you may not know that, but I have. But anyway, why? Because I'm making good on everything that's in front of me. I don't know about you. I'm not looking back. I'm looking ahead, and I'm looking to what I can do, where I can go, who I can influence, who I can help. Just one more every single day, because I'm not going to be the one that's sitting in the back every single net come saying, I want to do that, I should do that, I could do that, maybe I'll do that, one day I'll do that. Sooner or later, your actions got to show up with your talk. Your actions got to show up with your talk. I have friends, and we all went to school together in high school, and we get together from time to time. I don't hang with them a whole lot, because y'all know I don't hang with chickens. I hang with eagles, okay? And a bunch of them are chickens, and I got too much potential in me to mess my eagle feathers up. So I don't hang with them a lot, but they always, we're talking about what they didn't do, and excuses, and I can't do this, and I can't do that, and the man got me down. I'm going to say, you the man that got yourself down. No, excuses are smoke screens for the uncommitted. I say excuses are smoke screens for the uncommitted. You got to be committed to who you are. See, you are a seed. You are a seed. You got potential, but you are a seed that must be put in the ground, and dirt must be put on you. Now, if you are a true seed of potential, then they're not burying you, they are planting you. Because you can't bury something good. Now, see, when you put me in the ground, then I'm something good. You just planted me. You're not burying me. You are a seed of potential. Listen, leads, in this system, y'all have leads, okay? Those leads are seeds of potential. Now, I know you don't look at it. I know it's going to cost you money. I know, man, it's a taboo thing. But the deal of the matter is, okay, it is potential. It is potential of somebody buying your product, and you got to put it in the ground, and you got to work that seed, that lead like a seed, and look for a harvest. You can't expect corn, baby, if you don't put corn in the ground. You can't, no. Listen, in Alabama, they plant what they call turnip greens. And I like me some turnip greens. But if you don't put a turnip green seed in the ground, you can't put it in the pot in order to eat it, okay? So guess what? If you want your pot stocked with some stuff, get you a lead, call it a seed, water it, speak over it, work it, and watch it flourish. Somebody shout, a lead is a seed. It's a seed. An oak tree seed has the potential in the right environment of growing to be over 100 feet. But if you put that same seed in a pot, it'll never grow to be 100 feet in the air. It's just a seed. You see, the deal of the matter is, the future of everything is trapped in the thing. Oh, you missed that one. The future of everything is trapped in the thing. Trapped in you is VP. Trapped in you, okay, is going to the next level. Trapped in you is coming across this stage. It's inside of you. It's trapped in you. And you dwelling on facts. Facts are just descriptions of what's happening in the present to the thing. When you understand potential, you cannot get caught up in facts. It is a fact that Jane and Andy years ago did not have what they had. Years ago, I heard them say they was in debt. Years ago, credit cards to the limit. That was a fact. But when you dwelling in potential, your facts are not truth. You think, and somebody bluff you to think that what's going on right now is who you are. But what's going on right now is just a description of the present. And you got to get your mind and get your heart and get your work in the future and start to produce what's inside of you. Are there anybody here today, tonight, that believe they are going somewhere in the future? Now, y'all play me now. See, it's easy to say that. It's easy to shout. It's easy to say, okay, I'm excited, Doc Rock. He inspired me. I'm not just trying to inspire you. I'm trying to empower you to go to a place that you ain't went before, to have what you ain't had before, to be what you haven't been before, to speak what you haven't spoke before. It's potential. It's inside of you. My mom used to tell me, you see, I got a bald head, so I have to, How can a person who made good grades in school, but because of the ghetto experience, couldn't speak very well, couldn't talk well, so they would pull me out of class and carry me to speech therapy. Now, I don't speak really good now, but what I say makes me money. But the potential to be on the stage was there 50 years ago, okay? Well, maybe 49 years ago, okay? While I was in speech. What are you struggling with right now in your personal life, in the business? What are you struggling with that you will be successful in a few days down the road? The potential of you overcoming everything you're going through is available right now tonight. The teaching that's going on at this conference is potential for you to learn to be better. But I wonder if you're going to do it. What you going to do? Let's talk about a few principles that I got down here that may help you. Help you fulfill your potential. Number one is be faithful, committed in where you are now. Are you committed in where you are now? It's easy to say, when I'm able to buy a new car, I'm going to do this. And when they call my name, I'm going to do that. No, you have to be faithful in where you are right now. Maybe you are at the bottom. But make every call you can at the bottom. Maybe you don't even know how to call. Well, just mess up 1,000 times in a day then. Okay, be faithful where you're at. Because if you're faithful where you're at, you're unstoppable for in the future. Prince Wendell, you can't stop a man like me. I'm a bad man. Can't stop a man like me. I know who I am. I know what's ahead of me. I may not have it right now. It may be some days down the road, but I'm going to keep going. I tell people all the time, just keep going to bed and getting up in the morning, and you're going to see what I'm saying. You ought to know and tell people, don't doubt me. Don't call me out, because the day that you tell me I'm not going to do it, I'm working behind the scenes. When others are asleep, I'm working. You won't outwork me, baby. Because I know what's out there. Nobody in my community have done what I've done. I'm not bragging. But I knew the potential was there. Living in the projects, I already saw myself in a nice house. And I own 3 of them now. I'm not bragging. Okay? I'm just telling you where it's at. Look at your neighbor and say, are you ready? Yeah, are you ready? Because you got to be ready for this. Listen, we can't give you a want to. We can stir it up, but you got to have it. Number 2, the second principle is demand diligence. Demand diligence in your life. Now, what do I mean by that? Diligence, I mean consistently going hard with effort despite the difficulty. You got to demand diligence of yourself. Listen, I love chocolate. Anybody know me? I love chocolate. And I can eat chocolate all day. Like I can take a pack of Oreos and just like Cookie Monster. They're gone. I mean, for real. I mean, really. I love pecan pie. You probably know that. I'm in Burlington. I have to go get me some pecan pie. I'm gonna get ice cream. I love it. I can eat all day. But I have to demonstrate some diligence, okay, and do certain things to keep my health where it needs to be at. You got to demand diligence out of yourself. We are excited. We are amongst friends. We are amongst people who are going somewhere. But on Monday morning, when you get up and the band is not here, Doc Rock not on the stage, and is not calling you, your upline is not calling you, you got to demand from yourself that you're going to be consistent, that you're going to go to work despite the difficulty, because potential is there. You have a chance to make it big. I said you have a chance to make it big, but you have to do something. What you do is dependent on you. Don't depend on me. Don't get mad at me. I pass by you flying in my nice car. Don't get mad at me. I've been diligent. Number 3, you got to overcome failures. If you're going to fulfill your potential, you must overcome failures. We all fail. James Dyson failed 5,126 times with a prototype inventing the bagless vacuum. He failed 5,126 times before a prototype would work, okay, for the bagless vacuum. Everybody have bagless vacuums now, okay? He did not give up. He's a very, very rich man. Colonel Sanders, 65 years old. He failed 1,008 times. People told him no in his face, trying to sell chicken in the South. Everybody think they grandma chicken the best. He did not stop. I don't care if they hang the phone on you 1,000 times. 5,000 times. You have potential. You're not looking for the no. You are looking for the yes. Pay the no's no attention. You are looking for the yes. Failure is part of success. I don't know anybody who haven't failed. Number 4, avoid procrastination. Avoid procrastination. Now, what is procrastination? Disobedience in slow motion. That's how procrastination is. Disobedience in slow motion. Meaning that you're going to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna get everything together tomorrow. I'm gonna get my task done tomorrow. No, today. Tomorrow's not promised. If I outwork you today, you won't catch up on tomorrow. No, we cannot procrastinate. It's easy to say, I'm going to put it off. I should be doing sit-ups. I'm going to do them tomorrow. It doesn't happen. And the more I say it, the bigger I get. I'm not coming against anybody. I just like something looking nice. But you got to avoid procrastination. It's very, very important. Number 5, seek encouraging surroundings. Seek encouraging surroundings. Surround yourself with people that's going somewhere. Not people who not going anywhere. According to Harvard sociologist, Dr. McLennan, this is what he said, quote, the people you happily hang around determines as much as 95% of your success. Did y'all hear how I say it? The people that you hang around determines as much as 95% of your success. Look around and make sure you get around somebody who's going somewhere. You cannot hang around people who don't want anything. You cannot hang around people who look at every day as a negative day. You got to get around people who gonna push you, who gonna challenge you, who gonna tell you, you know what? You got to work harder. I hang around people who are much richer than me, more successful than me, smarter than me. Why? It allows me to grow. If you are the smartest in the room, you are in the wrong room. If you are the biggest in the room, you're in the wrong room. Get around somebody who's going somewhere. Get rid of people who say you can't and get around people who say you can. Because if you don't, if you don't, what's inside of you will not happen. Are you hearing me, Alliance? This ballroom is full of people who want to be dreamers, who looking to be millionaires, who looking to make a difference, and the potential is in this room to do it. But how many of you are going to fulfill your potential, and how many of you are just going to listen to Doc Rock and feel good about yourself? Don't just feel good about yourself. Go out there and do something powerful. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some energy. It's going to be hard sometimes. It's going to be rough sometimes. You're going to have to cry sometimes. You're going to have to second guess yourself sometimes. Anybody ever second guess themselves? Should I be doing this? The answer is yes, you should. Because you got a vision. You got a dream. You have something you want to do. But you got to go for it. The next thing that's going to help you fulfill your potential is self-awareness. Shout self-awareness. Self-awareness. What I mean by that, you got to do a checkup from the neck up and a look around from the shoulder down. You got to inspect yourself. You got to say, where am I strong? Where am I weak? And what do I need to do? You cannot lie to yourself. You got too much in you. You got greatness in you. As my friend Les Brown said, if you're going to fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You got to look at yourself and say, where am I falling? Where am I weak at? Where can I improve? And be honest. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Now, I looked in the mirror just before I came here, and I said, boy, you sharper than a pocket full of razor blade. A dark-skinned man like you put on yellow. Boy, you bad. And put it on. Put on yellow socks. I said, man, I put that little yellow handkerchief right there. I said, boy, you sharp. You're going to get them tonight. Go ahead and blow them up, Doc. Go ahead and do it. But you got to know who you are for real. Not just what people tell you, because somebody will say you're doing good, but you know you're lazy. You know you're not doing the things that's necessary for you to make impact at the level you said you was going to make. You say, well, how am I going to do it? You got to invest in yourself. Self-awareness is you investing in you. You finding out what makes you mad, what triggers you. What makes your emotions go crazy? What makes your day become a bad day? I don't have no bad days. No, I don't have any bad days. Bad minutes, bad moments, I don't have no bad days. Why? Because I know it's too much ahead of me for me to sit in a place, okay, in the dark room all day long, mad at what somebody didn't do, what somebody didn't say. I got to look back at Doc Rock and say, how can I improve Doc Rock? If I work on me, everything else will come to pass. If I work on me, everybody else will get in line. If I work on me and me helping me so I can help other people, things, okay, will work out like they need to work out. But you got to work on you, because you something to work on. You was fearfully and wonderfully made. You a bad somebody. Can't nobody be who you are. Can't nobody do what you do, but you got to believe in you. Any believers in the house today? You got to believe in who you are. That's important. And then another thing you need in order for potential to be fulfilled, you got to have a positive attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. 85% of production is based on attitude. The reason why I'm in a different place than my friends, because I see it. See, if you can see it on the canvas of your imagination, you can have it. Years ago, some of you in this room, you saw yourself in a different place, and now you're in a different place. Years ago, you saw yourself having different things. Now you have those different things. Anybody, can you dream with me right quick? Can I take you on a journey right quick? Can I take you to a place, okay, of Neverland right quick? Can you just visualize inside yourself on the canvas of your imagination? See yourself on this stage. See yourself in another place. See yourself making thousands of dollars. See yourself at 100,000. Maybe you're there. See yourself at 200,000. Maybe you're there. See yourself at 500,000. Maybe you're there. See yourself at $1 million. Maybe you're there. See yourself at $2 million. Maybe you're there. See yourself, okay, touching people that you want to touch around the world. Maybe you're there. Can you see it? Because if you have the proper attitude, because your altitude is determined by your attitude. I tell people all the time, I got a mind of success. I have a Goditude. I have a mind, okay, that creates success in my life. You can't bluff me. If I start to think crazy, I get myself together. I read some good books. I read the book okay, and I get myself together to get my mind right. Tell somebody, get your mind right. Now look at them for real and say, get your mind right. You got to think like a millionaire. You got to think like a successful person. You got to think like a person of value. You can't just be here smiling. What about your mindset? When you start to think about how good you are, okay, do you have any self-worth about yourself? Any self-esteem about yourself? Any self-image about yourself? Because whatever you see, that's what you're going to have. But what I'm trying to say is, what is the potential of you? Here's the deal. The Alliance is a great company. It can be a greater company if your personal company do what it needs to do. The potential for you to check off the box of your vision is there. You are a seed. Never let yourself talk negative to you. Then you violate who God called you to be. You are a seed. You got to be put that in the ground. So what? People put dirt on you. Dirt is good. Dirt helps you. Dirt grows you up. Dirt causes you, okay, to flourish. So what? They talk about you. So what? They don't believe in you. They don't have to believe in you. It's not for them to believe in you. It's for you to believe in you. It's for you to take the bull by the horn and say, I'm going somewhere. I'm not going to come here to Dallas. I'm not just flying to Dallas, driving 14 hours to Dallas. That person that drove, next year you flying. I don't know who that person that drove 14 hours, they said earlier. Next year you flying. If you can't see yourself flying, hit the door, man. You ain't, come on. See yourself, sister, see yourself flying. See yourself going somewhere. Because the potential is there. Be big. Be awesome. Be all that you called to be. It's not no slogan. I live this every day. I ain't here just to excite you. I'm living the dream, baby. I'm doing what I'm teaching you is what I use every single day. I'm talking about a project boy flying all over the world, talking to Toyota, talking to big Lockheed Martin, big companies. I mean, just the Alliance. Oh, my goodness. Why? Because I believe in me. Look at your neighbor and say, do you believe in you? Do you believe in you? The potential is there. Don't you give up. Keep grinding, keep moving, and keep going forward. But don't you give up. As Doc King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, you got potential. Your dream is in front of you. If you got to struggle, if you got to fight, you better fight. You can't give up on you. If you're going to bet on somebody, you better bet on yourself. Don't you give up on you. Too much is in front of you. Too much is there to get. Don't you give up on you. I'm done. No bad days. Got too much to do. Too many places to go. Too many people to see. No bad days. Bad seconds. Maybe a few bad minutes. Maybe a few bad hours. But never a bad day. You got potential. But don't go and die with it in you. Live full. Drink and be merry. But die empty. Shout no bad days. Shout no bad days. Shout no bad days. In the Alliance, we do not have any bad days. We got great leaders, Jane and Jane Albright. We going forward. You a great leader. Don't you give up. Here it is. It's Super Sunday. It's Marvelous Monday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. It's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. I'm Doc Rock. You better join me at the top.